Alright, welcome back to another video. Today I'm playing the T-62M because I wasn't really feeling too creative, so since I did a BMP3 video last time, I'll just do another vehicle in the same lineup. Now this thing here plays kind of like a medium tank, but also kind of like a heavy tank, just because of how slow it is and how long of a reload it has. Here you can see me around the corner and getting shot. Wasn't exactly too smart of me there. Luckily I have one of my friendlies here supporting me, so I can kind of hope that he got something important on him and get rid of his crew just like that, although it looks like he wasn't harmed at all. But hey, at least my friendly here can help me repair or something. There we go, and just like that, after we repaired, I'm going to decide to go to the B point, not before I delete the PLZ here. But the reason I'm going to go to the B point is because there seems to be enough people on C, and there seems to be a lot of people on B. So that's why I'm going to quickly, in the corner here, see a tank. Unfortunately, he rounds the corner just after I turn, so I don't really have the time to shoot him. And I was also still reloading. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and kind of preemptively see if he's going to drive past the road here. Unfortunately for me, it looks like he kind of already made it past this. So I'm a bit worried about if he's there or not, but he seems to have disappeared. Probably all to the right though, so I'm going to have to turn the turret here to the right. This thing's turret rotation is also extremely slow, kind of, yeah, didn't make the smartest of shots there because the T-55 also shot him, but I guess it's better to be safe than sorry, and since he repaired me last time, I'm mostly going to help him out here so that we both get on the move faster. There's still at least one tank on the other side of the building here. Sounds to be, I don't know what it is, maybe STRV-103 or something, but regardless, I'm going to repair him there and see what's around the corner. There we go, one cheese wedge. But I shoot him within 4 seconds, so we actually both make it out alive and are able to now capture the zone. Unfortunately, not before someone else appears behind us. It sounds like an M48 or an M60 or something. I was gonna rush around the corner here, but I decided not to in the end because I wouldn't have been fast enough. I'm just gonna ping him on the map there and wait for him to round the corner instead. Alright, so after I've gotten a new crew member here, it turns out my teammate who helped me repair earlier got killed by a ZTC, so I'm gonna go check that out, see what's going on there. Unfortunately, someone takes my track out, and then another tank shoots me. Luckily, they don't really do any critical damage to me. This guy, for some reason, pushes in front. Don't know what his goal was there, but it made me get an easy kill, so, it makes me happy. And because we're on the point, the repairs also take a shorter amount of time. So I don't know what shot me before there, but I do hear some form of light tank pushing. Turns out it wasn't really a light tank, but it kind of sounds like one. It's a Vidar. Those things, or at least with this one, I have quite a big skill issue dealing with him here. Just get rid of his transmission so that he doesn't run away. And of course, because I thought that SPGs are unarmored, I decided to load HE, which would make sense if it weren't for the fact that, that kind of did nothing. Yeah, maybe I guess I should have loaded a normal shell in that case, but hey, at least no one's really pushing me. So I really do have all the time in the world. Another shot there. I don't really know what to say. Maybe I should have shot his hull to spall more or something, but final shot into his turret does do the job. Unfortunately now, my friendly is getting shot. He seems to be completely AFK though. We'll find out later on if he actually is or not. There we go, he explodes into a big fiery mess. So I'm going to have to go deal with whatever tank is there. Chinese tanks don't have a good reload, similarly to Russian tanks, so I know that I was safe. Now I do hear another tank here behind me. You can check the minimap to see if there's any friendlies there, and there aren't. Unfortunately for me, that doesn't really matter though, because you hear a plane coming, and of course with a ballistic computer, it does tend to be quite accurate. Alright, so I've respawned here in a backup because I want to actually win this game, and boom, there goes my loader. Unfortunately, even with a 5-second reload, it's not fast enough to, counteract my shell there, so he does end up getting ammo racked. Right now, I don't really know too much what to do. I'm going to try and listen around for sounds, and I end up kind of going to the B point, because it sounds like there is one tank there. Alright, so I've kind of gone past the B point now. You can kind of see a tank scouted on the map and the A point being captured. So two things for me to do here. First things first, sadly I missed the opportunity to shoot that CTZ-88 before I got my teammate there. Maybe I could have tried it, but you know, it's always a bit risky, especially with the long reload. And now I can go to the A point. Earlier in the kill feed, I saw that there was an ITPSV Leopard there, or maybe we're going to find that out now actually. Regardless, that friendly there is going to die, and I'm going to have to deal with whatever tank is over there. I'm actually 10 points off of spawning in the nuke. But yeah, we'll see how this engagement here goes. The IDPSV just killed the M48, assuming with the APFSDS. Do hear one tank there. Unfortunately, it's not the tank that I hear, that I see first. That was the IDPSV Leopard. Maybe that was the tank, I don't know. I get shot by something there. Don't quite know what. Not sure if I ever really figure out either. But here we go, M47. And yeah, it couldn't really shoot me on time there, maybe because I was facing my armor towards him. Now I can spawn in a nuke. The problem is in this game I didn't really feel like it. I felt like things would tick down or the enemies have too many planes or something. I ended up staying in the tank instead. Alright, for the next game I'm here on 7x13, and this game I've already had my breach taken out, and I've also captured the B point because of my own stupidity. I kind of pushed out even when I knew that I wasn't reloaded, and yeah, that got my breach kind of destroyed. Here I'm just going to get rid of this M48 here, who popped smoke for whatever reason, and the guy that shot my breach is already dead. I decided to go to the B point here because there aren't too many people or too many enemies, as opposed to like the C point or something. There is usually a whole lot more people. Now I do hear someone in front of me, which is why I'm popping ESS here, so that no one can really surprise me from behind when I'm pushing the guy in front of me. Fortunately, I don't really find him quite just yet, so I'm going to have to do a bit of exploring here. As you can see, this thing's turret rotation is extremely slow. So yeah, that's just something that you'll have to get used to when playing this tank, is to kind of preemptively point your turret to wherever you think the enemies are going to appear, because you won't be able to rotate it fast enough. But anyway, now that I'm pretty sure that he's somewhere around this corner, I'm just gonna look here. With any regular tank, I would have died there, but because the strike core is looking somewhere else, I was able to be completely fine. So that's nice. Unfortunately, it isn't quite over yet. I do hear someone behind me there, and I guess I'm gonna stay here for a bit. In the shadows, usually people don't see that well, and you know, you can see a bit hidden, and also the trees do kind of act as additional protection against any chemical rounds. Now I do hear another BMP here in front of me, so I'm just going to stay still to make as less sound as possible and wait for this guy to push around the corner. We do hear him right there. There he is. And we get rid of him just like that. Now I guess what I can do is go to the C point because there isn't really a whole lot to do here. However, there is a couple people behind me. I think there's a DF-105 there behind that corner. He just killed my friendly T-62M-1. So I'm gonna have to go deal with him. Unfortunately, he's gonna be one of the more smarter players. And I don't really trust to be able to shoot through that little hole there because I don't trust the hitboxes in this game. Half the time they don't work anyway. So yeah, I'm just gonna quickly machine gun that so that I can actually properly see him. But he's smart enough to not really push that, so that does put me in a bit of a predicament. Don't really know why that guy didn't shoot me either. I guess he was trying to wait for the perfect shot. Unfortunately, it took a bit too long, and I was able to reload here before the DF-105 pushed me. Now, there is a slight problem. You may be able to hear it, but there's a guy behind me on the other side of the building now. So what I'm going to do here is point the tank reverse and be ready to actually engage the guy in front of my hole. So I'm going to pop smoke, turn the turret to the front, and make sure that my gun's behind the corner before that guy pushes. That wasn't actually the guy that I heard, which only makes the situation worse. There's ZSU here, and if you shoot the top right little corner there, you can get his gunner, so that's always good to know. I'll get rid of him, and unfortunately I didn't really see the other guy here, so I'm gonna have to try and deal with him as well. And what I'm gonna do is kind of make sure he doesn't hit the barrel, and then once my reload is done, get rid of him. And then yeah, unfortunately the DF-105 caught up with me, so I do end up with 8 kills there. Alright, I've spawned back in a backup here just to make sure that my team wins the game, and I do see a term right there. So I shoot where the ammo usually is, and yeah, I don't really know what happened to that APFSDS round there. We were talking about the hitboxes earlier. Yeah. My reticle was on the tank, but I guess the game doesn't really like that, so it ends up not hitting him. Instead, I'll just have to finish him with a third shot, which yeah, was definitely a bit dangerous. If he weren't wounded there, then I'd have significantly more problems. I'm gonna just set that guy on fire. Unfortunately, my machine gun ran out of ammo there. And I do see someone else there, but I unfortunately missed or something, so I don't really get anything useful on him. Instead, now I'm gonna have to push him and hope for the best. Luckily, I can shoot through objects while he can't, so I guess that does help me out. There's still someone capturing the B point, which is definitely a bit worrying. So we're definitely going to have to see where he is. I'm not going to go directly towards it. I'm going to try and flank around, just because, you know, I can't really brawl with multiple people at once in this thing all that well. Alright, and just like that, I was able to eliminate really everyone here with just a bit of luck and quite a bit of luck. Anyway, now I can capture the zone, and I do hear quite a lot of planes in the air. I can't spawn a nuke right now, but I think I'll only do that after I've captured the zone here, just so that yeah, our team doesn't lose on ticket bleed. Also, what the hell is a Canberra doing here? Canberra, as you'd like to call it. And yeah, it's just going to be a bit difficult, especially with all the planes in the air right now. But, you know, you guys already have a video here, so you guys mostly probably know how the battle is going to end. Alright, anyway, hopefully you have enjoyed watching this video here. I mean, the T-62M, I've already made a video on it way back in the past, and it's just as fun right now, actually, so it's nice to see that some things do stay consistent in this game. You know, it doesn't really have much of a lineup. You know, you have the T-62 and the BMP3, and that's about it. But of course, you can still bring stuff like the T-55 AMD if you really want to, because that thing does hold decently well, even in up tiers. Anyway, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video then. Don't know when that'll be, but you guys see it when you'll see it. And yeah, have a nice day. Bye bye.